my line of work, Miss Delafield, I frequently come across prima donnas like you. People who believe that parking zones and speed limits are a mere inconvenience. In the case of speed, occasionally I meet their victims. They're often wheeled into this courtroom, or they hobble in on their crutches. Often they're in our morgue.
Your Honor, Mrs. Delafield is...
Delafield is in a great deal of trouble, Mr. Baldwin, and you will not help her cause by interrupting me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your driving record, Miss Delafield, is a disgrace. What all these tickets say to me is that each time you find yourself climbing behind the wheel of an automobile, you do so with no concern for others. You cause a ton of steel and glass to hurtle down our streets at speeds beyond your ability to control that vehicle. Not getting caught most of the time. But we have caught you when you've parked in loading zones, blocking driveways, parked in fire zones, obstructing fire plugs, double park, blocking traffic.
If we need a sermon, let's go to church. Tell her to double the necessary fine, or triple it if she wants to. We have a concert to play.
Counselor, one more word from that man, and I will hold all of you in contempt of this court, just as you, Miss Delafield, have shown contempt for the law by your failure to pay so much as a single one of these citations. Gentlemen, this court will now hear any arguments you may care to make, advising me why I should not conclude this matter with the ultimate punishment the law allows.
Your Honor, I wouldn't presume to differ with your opinion about the facts in this case. However, there are mitigating circumstances and factors involved that I am certain will affect the outcome of your decision.
I certainly hope so, for Miss Delafield's sake.
The career of a concert pianist involves periods of intense concentration on her art and considerable travel. Now, this requires relying on a staff to take care of virtually all business forms, all matters pertaining to business. Now, Miss Delafield's finances are controlled by an accounting firm in New York City, and I am quite confident that the delinquency in the settlement of the payment of these tickets is only a temporary delay.
Your point is taken, Counselor. I hope, however, that you will not expect me to believe that her accountants were also driving the car.
Oh, no, of course not. But I must point out to Your Honor that Miss Delafield came to this court directly from a police cell where she spent a considerable period of time. Then you must consider the nature of the violations.
Counselor, I'm not unwilling to rise above my own anger in this matter. You've made a reasonable presentation in Miss Delafield's behalf, and I'm inclining toward accepting your petition and freeing her on bail. But there is another concern, and that is Commissioner Scorpio. As you noted in your petition, it is indeed an unusual police procedure to incarcerate a traffic offender without an immediate arraignment.
I believe the petition called it an unreasonable police procedure.
It did. It used the word unreasonable, and frankly, that troubles me. I've worked closely with Commissioner Scorpio over the years, and he's not an unreasonable man. I have to assume he had his reasons for taking this action, and I must tell you, I'm very reluctant to go against his wishes.
Tell the judge that if she puts me back into jail, it better be for life. Because the first thing I'm going to do when I get out of there is to kill Robert Scorpio.
If you wish to plead your own case, Miss Delafield, you may do so.
Your Honor may not be aware of the fact that Miss Delafield is a personal friend of Mr. Scorpio's. And since the commissioner's not here, I can only speculate that the incarceration was a reflection on his concern for her safety and, of course, for the safety of others. And if his intent was to teach Miss Delafield a well-deserved lesson, then I can assure Your Honor that he was successful.
Perhaps. I would like to hear it from you, Miss Delafield. Are you and Commissioner Scorpio good friends?
Yes. Yes, we are very good friends. In fact, I have rented out my cottage to him, the cottage that I have in the country, and I practice there normally.
Very well. And have you learned a lesson from all this?
Yes, Your Honor, I guarantee you that if I'm never arrested again, it will be for driving too slowly.
I'll see that you do. Counselor, please see the clerk about arranging a trial date. Miss Delafield, you are released on your own recognizance, and since we have tickets for the concert, my husband will certainly be pleased, being a fan of yours. I know he'd appreciate an autograph. Adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take your autograph right into the judge's chambers.
Okay, what's his name?
I believe
Oh,
it's
Mr. Judge, just sign it and let's get out of here.
Would you call Mary and tell her that we're right on our way to the auditorium? Tell her to bring in my gown, too.
Come on. Mary, this is Donnay. Come to the concert hall immediately and bring her gown.
Was she released?
Of course she was released, but we're going directly to the hall from here.
Is Robert back? Is he with you?
Robert, no, of course not.
Did he say it was all right for Catherine to play tonight?
That Mussolini, I make the decisions about Miss Delafield's career, not some small-time police commissioner.
But she mustn't perform unless he says
Mary, come to the concert hall with the gown now.